What's up, guys? Welcome to the Two-Wheeled Rider YouTube channel. My name is Mario Orsini, and if you read the title, you already know. We're starting a race team. So in today's video, I want to go over who's actually starting this race team with me, what our plans are for the race team throughout this upcoming race season, introduce you to our riders, and then at the end of it, kind of tell you what that means for this channel. So there are 4 of us that have gotten together to start this race team, which we're calling Trail Blaster Racing. I'm going to pop the logo up. What do you guys think of that? I think it turned out looking pretty awesome. Anyway, so I'm going to introduce you to the 4 guys right now. They're not here with me, but I'm going to flash a little bit up on the screen. So the first guy I want to talk about is Andrew Sakanikas. I could go on and on with this guy's list of accomplishments when it comes to off-road racing, but I'll just give you a couple of real quick highlights that are the most recent. 1, he is the ECEA Youth Coordinator, and 2, the dude just took 2nd place in ECA Enduros overall for the championship for this past year, 2018. So he knows how to race a dirt bike. Next up is Super Dave Dalmasso. This dude used to be a professional stunt rider. I mean, he could ride some awesome wheelies, way better than I'll ever be able to do. But Dave's also a part of the team. And Dave also races ECA and some other series, both Enduros and Hare Scrambles. And Dave's a really good competitor as well. Next up is Brian Boyer. Brian you've seen on the channel before, and you're going to see him a little bit more because he recently went with me back in the fall on the Wild and Wonderful Fall ride. Brian, we're just going to call him a semi-retired racer. Every once in a while he comes out, but he's still a current A-level racer. Brian's got some championships as well. And Brian also helps run Boyer Farm Track, which is a place that we like to get out to a few times a year to ride, and also a place we're going to be racing later this year. And then our final founder of the team is me. I'm the guy that got my dirt bike stuck in the mud at a race this past weekend. And I also just happen to run this channel. And while they may not be founding members of the team, if it weren't for our significant others, Megan, Kyla, Kathleen, and Kristen, who tolerate our obsession with motorcycles and racing and our kids' obsession with it, we probably wouldn't be allowed to do this. So big thank you to those 4 for letting us play and have a little bit of fun. So because the 4 of us aren't busy enough already, why would we start a race team? Well, the first answer is simple enough. All of our kids race and they're all really good friends. So being able to put them together on a single team, plus the 4 of us are good friends, it just made sense. Second, racing's not cheap. So we do go after sponsors in the off season to kind of help offset those costs of what we're going to be facing this upcoming race season. And we're able to offer our sponsors a little something different by having an entire team of riders in a bunch of different classes at a bunch of different age groups and a bunch of different levels versus just sponsoring a single rider. So they're able to look through an entire resume or an entire team resume of a bunch of different riders versus just looking at individual rider resumes, which takes a lot of time for the sponsors, and hopefully we're able to offer them a little bit better return on investment, and that's kind of where our plans for this upcoming race season come in. So you guys have probably guessed, because you're watching on my YouTube channel, that means you're going to get videos of the race team. But they're not just going to be race videos. We're going to be showing you behind the scenes of how these kids train, both physical training and also riding training. You're going to get to see how they train in the off season, how they train during the season. You're going to get to obviously see them out at the track. You're going to get to see race highlights. You're going to get to see post-race interviews. You're also going to get to see kind of what we do while we're at the track while we're not racing, which is a lot of fun. So we've got some really good videos planned for this season, and that's just a way for us to give back to our sponsors as well. We've got some great sponsors, which I'll mention here in just a minute, but we wanted to do something different, something that not a lot of people are doing, and I don't really know, at least in youth racing, anybody doing this, and that is doing something like this video series. You know, most of the time what happens is with these rider agreements is you slap a sticker on the side of your bike and you mention them. You know, if you finish on the podium, you thank your sponsor. That's fine, but we really want to be able to give back to our sponsors way more than what we get in return, and doing it through this video series. Also, you'll be able to follow us on Instagram. I'll flash that account up on there. We've got some really cool stuff planned this year, and I hope you guys enjoy what we've got planned, and I hope you follow along all season long. Speaking of sponsors, I want to give a shout out to some of our sponsors we already have on board. As of recording this right now, we're still trying to work out some deals with some other places that we just haven't signed the contracts yet, but we hope to have them on board soon. But let me go ahead and give a shout out to those that are already on board. Now, it may seem a little strange that we have 3 different motorcycle dealerships sponsoring us, and that's because individually between the 4 of us, we have different relationships with different dealerships. but we're considering them all team sponsors. We've got CycleMax on board, we've got JT Motorsports on board, and those of you that have been following my channel for a long time, it's probably no surprise that we also have Ride on Moto on board. So thank you to those 3 dealers for partnering up with us this upcoming season. Now, I've been running these guys as my graphics for the last 2 race seasons. Noah's been running them as well. We're really excited to have 343 graphics on board. They make some of the sickest graphics in the game, and they're high quality. Mine still look like brand new. We're going to have all the kids' bikes outfitted with some sick graphics for this upcoming season. So be sure to check out 343 Graphics because they're one of the sponsors on board supporting our team this season. My sister's company, Fast, you've heard me probably mention them before. You've probably seen Noah wearing some Fast t-shirts. They are on board for this upcoming season, so big thank you to them. They're going to be providing some training to our riders to keep them in tip-top shape. We also have Evo suspensions on board. They're going to help with our suspension setup and get these bikes dialed in so these kids can ride the wheels off these things. But in addition to going fast, you also need to be able to slow down, and that's why we're happy to have EBC brakes on board. I think we've all been running those brakes for the last few seasons, so it's awesome to have them on board as a sponsor. And we also have Boyer Farm Track on board. You may have noticed that I've been sporting one of their hats. The astute viewers probably noticed that. The really astute viewer probably noticed I've changed hats 3 times. We actually have these hats in 3 different colorways. If you're interested in one of these hats, I am going to link it down in the description below. All the proceeds from any of these hats sold go directly back to our team this upcoming season. And then last but not least, Two Wheeled Rider. My channel's one of the sponsors on board, so you're going to see the Two Wheeled Rider logo on the side of the bikes. I've written out a check to the team, and also all the proceeds, all of the ad revenue I make off of this video series specifically will go back 100% to the race team. So those are the sponsors we currently have on board. Like I said, we're still working on some more. If you'd like to get involved in some way in sponsoring the team, be sure to hit us up with an email. I'm going to put our email address down at the bottom of the screen. It is trailblasterracing@gmail.com if you have any interest. Also, you know, maybe you don't have an interest in being a sponsor of the team, but if you'd just like to support the team in any way, the easiest thing to do is just watch the videos because, like I said, all the ad revenue is going to go back to the team. Also, we do have the Boyer Farm track hats that we're going to have available for purchase both online and in person. A little bit more on that later. But all the proceeds from these hats will go right back into the race team. And then we're also going to be doing some riding events. We're going to put on a rider school. Like I said, we've got Andrew involved in the team. That guy can teach a lot of people about riding. We'll talk about those events as we get them scheduled throughout the year. We'll probably also do some ride days out at Boyer Farm Track, where, you know, some of the proceeds will go back to the race team as well. So we're going to do some events. We're probably going to have some swag available throughout the year. So enough about that stuff. I really want you guys to meet the race team. So now we're going to cut over to them. They're each going to introduce themselves, tell you what they've done, what they've accomplished, and what they hope to accomplish this upcoming race season. And then we'll come back here and wrap everything up.
Hi, my name is Orsini and I'm 11 years old. This past season, I won the Junior Enduro Championship in 10 to 1165, the 10 to 11 Hare Scramble Championship, and the Junior Overall. In 2019, my goals are to win a GNCC 65 10 to 11 Championship. My favorite thing about racing is the fire of the pack coming behind you.
Hi, my name is Mason Sakanikis. I am 9 years old. In 2018, I got first for ECA PV Grand Champion, and I got 6th for the 7 to 965. For 2019, I would like to try to win a GNCC championship. Favorite thing in racing is that you can go fast through the woods and you get to race with all your friends.
Hi, my name is Robert Sakanikis and I'm 5. I won 4-8 Pee Wee Girls Class, first place in Junior Enduros. Next, in 2019, I want to win the Hare Scrambles and the Junior Enduros. My favorite thing is to win Junior Enduros and Hare Scrambles.
Hi, I'm Nana Damaso and I'm 5. In 2018, I won perfect in Hare Scrambles and Enduros. And in 2019, I want to come back and win another championship. My favorite thing is to ride in the hard stuff and the easy stuff.
Hello, my name is Luke Hughes the Force, and I'm 8 years old. This year I got first in both series. It was a lot of fun. Next season, I'm going to race the 65, and that's it. My favorite thing about racing is where you get to go in the woods and do big loops.
Hi, I'm Noah Orsini. I'm 9 years old. In 2018, this season, in the hare scrambles, 50cc air-cooled, 7 to 8, I finished 5th place, and in the junior sprint enduros,
And third place is Noah Valentino Orsini.
I finished 3rd place. In the 65cc class and hare scrambles, I finished 10th place. In the 65cc class next season in hare scrambles, I'm going to try to finish on the podium. My favorite thing about racing is hanging out with my friends and enjoying the ride.
Alright guys, so now you have met our race team for the upcoming 2019 season. Great group of kids. If you can't tell, I'm super excited. And I promise they are too. They'll show a little bit more personality once they get used to that camera being around all the time, because I can promise you, there's plenty of personality amongst that group. Anyway, so what does that mean for the channel this upcoming year? Well, nothing's really going to change. You're still going to get your Monday and Thursday videos, be they travel videos, back in the garage videos, bike review videos, all those sorts of things. None of that's going to change. I'm still going to be bringing you all that. You're just going to get this youth race team in addition to that. I'm not going to say it's going to be on a weekly basis. It may be 2-3 times a month. It may be more often than that. We'll see. As we have events that pop up that are open to the public, I'm going to promote those here on the channel too, so hopefully you guys can come hang out. But yeah, it's just going to be an awesome year. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. So anyway, that's going to do it for tonight's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, consider hitting that subscribe button, because if you like motorcycles, well, this is the place to be. If you have any questions about the race team, or maybe you'd like to get involved in some way, I'm going to put my email address, or at least the email address I'd like for you to contact us at, across the screen and also down in the description below. And as always, I'll talk to you again soon.